So, happy Tuesday, first of all. This weekend, my husband and I were working in the yard, and our yard has been a mess for the last couple of years. I don't really enjoy working in the yard. I don't think he enjoys actually doing it, but he enjoys the satisfaction of the job being done. And he was kind of lamenting that he was lazy last year and didn't get it done. And I said, well, we did have someone come out and we paid someone to do it. And actually, it turns out that was 2 years ago, not last year. But regardless, he's like, well, yeah, because I was too lazy to do it. And I said, well, you worked for the money that paid for those people to come and do their job. I said, so you still did it, right? And I said, thinking to myself, and then I said out loud, I said, that's actually a lesson that I've had to teach my leaders, is that, if one of your staff does something really well, and you are the one that taught them how to do it, gave them the time to do it and the space to do it, you don't take credit for their work, but you do get to take a little bit of credit for the action being done, because you're still responsible for it. You still, again, taught them to do it, made sure that they could do it. You as a leader, you were given a long list of responsibilities all the time, every day, and it's not possible for you to get them all done. And they know that, and they expect you to delegate. And so you have to take responsibility and the credit, excuse me, when you do delegate it and it works well. Because if you hadn't trained that person correctly, if you hadn't supported them correctly, if you haven't given them the time to do it correctly, they're not going to get it done. So while you don't say, yeah, I did X, Y, and Z, look at me, I'm so wonderful. Yes, me and my team got that done. And, person Y, they really nailed it, and they deserve the credit for how well it was done. But, I made that happen. So I just think that as leaders, sometimes we forget to take credit for the things that our staff does. And I don't mean that again, I know I've said this already, but I think it's important to say we're not taking credit for the work they did. We're taking credit for the fact that they were able to do it. Now, if you're the type of leader who didn't train the person right and didn't give them the time to do it and they still got it done, you don't get to take any of that credit. Because if you made their lives harder, didn't give them the tools that they needed, that's on them, and they're excelling without you. But back to the good leader. Something someone told me a long, long time ago, before I even was developing myself as a leader, even though I've been in leadership in some form or another my entire life, is that the greatest accomplishment you can get is to find a talent greater than yourself and either hire them above you or promote them above you. And while I've only done this once, I have also hired people and given them my job. I have hired people and cheered for them as they went somewhere else to do a new job, because I trained them and gave them the resources that they need to do that job. And those are major feathers in my cap, I gotta tell you. I am thankful for the person who told me that all those years ago, and I continue to strive for that. So anyway, remember, you don't get to take all the credit when your staff does it, but you do get to take some of it, because if you're making it happen, that's still you. So anyway, leadership thoughts on a Tuesday.